recording this session. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Awa. It's a pleasure to meet you. So welcome everybody. Welcome to tonight's project showcase. Welcome to tonight's project showcase. I'm sure you are going to enjoy yourself and find this very exciting. So welcome once again. I would like to know each and every one of us. I can feel the energy in the room and I love it. I actually do love it. So I would like to know each and every one of us. My name is Jennifer and I'm the group manager at Amdari. So I would like to know which career path are you in? Are you a data scientist, a data analyst, or a business analyst? I would like to know. So kindly drop that in the chat and alongside where you are joining us from. So kindly drop that in the chat. I would like to know each and every one of us. So I'm waiting. We are not so much on the call, so it will be nice if I can get some responses so we can move on. Hi, Modupe, business analyst. Welcome. Where are you joining us from? Welcome. Our business analyst, consultants, project management. That is lovely. Only you, business analyst and project management. It's great to have you here with us. We have Adinuga, data engineering UK, IT, GRC, Kent, UK. All right. Okay. We have most UK guys here with us. Welcome, Jerry. Welcome, Mudupe. Welcome, Ayotunde. Welcome, Awa. Welcome, Adinuga. It's great to have you guys here. All right. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to go into what we have for today. So we're having a business analysis project showcase where a consultant, someone that was a consultant here at Amdari, would present what they worked on while they were here. So the projects we're going to be working through today is optimizing employee retention in LuxeMart shopping. So we have Ali Blessing. He will be the one taking us through this particular project. But before I go right into what we have, I would like to sorry, just give me a second. Sorry. I'm so sorry about that. So yes, my name is Jennifer and I am the growth manager here at Amdari. Alongside me today will be Ali Blessing, who is a business analysis consultant at Amdari, and he'll be the one walking us through the projects that they worked on while he was at Amdari. So I would like to know, does any of us know who Amdari is? After all, Amdari is the platform that is allowing us to have this particular session. So if you know what Amdari is, who Amdari is, you've heard about Amdari and you know what we do, just give me a thumbs up. And if you don't, you can give me a thumbs down so I know who I'm speaking to. Do you know Amdari? Okay. Resources, yes. Awa says yes. Adenuga says yes. Okay. All right. Maranga says yes. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. Ayotunde, yes. Okay. Okay. So I would assume that a lot of us here know what we do at Amdari and who Amdari is. But for the benefit of those who don't know, I would just breeze over what we do at Amdari. So Amdari is an innovative platform and we are designed to help aspiring professionals build their career and gain practical experience. That is what we are we are all about. We just want to help you gain practical experience. We don't want you stuck in just learning. We don't want you stuck in just theoretical knowledge. We want to actually help you move past theory into practical experience. As we all know, a lot of people might not be opportune to get that first-hand experience because they are still stuck in just theoretical knowledge, and nobody is willing to or will I say majority of recruiters or employers don't want people that just have theoretical knowledge. They want people that have that practical knowledge. But how do you even get it when you don't have a job to give you that experience? So that's what our mission is. We want to bridge the gap between theoretical learning and real world experience. And we do this by providing you with end-to-end practical and hands-on projects. And we do this for data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, product design, DevOps, SOC and threat intelligence, cloud and app security, GRC, ethical and pen testing. So these are the career paths that we work with here at Amdari. And this project that we give to you is not just for you to build your portfolio. It's not just for you to build your portfolio. It's not just for you to have that experience or work on projects, but we actually want you to showcase and build a robust portfolio so that recruiters know that, oh, this person that I'm looking to employ knows their onion, they know what they're supposed to do, and they have that experience. So moving on, um, I would like to ask, can any of us here relate to any of this career struggle? One, are you a graduate? You are full of potential. You just graduated with your MSc in data analytics, business analysis, but you are still finding it difficult for you to get into your dream industry. You're still finding it for you to get your dream job in data analytics or business analysis. And this is all because you lack experience. Recruiters have told you that, oh, you don't have the experience that we are looking for. But then how do you even get this experience? Just like I said, when no one is willing to give you the job. So are you a graduate that you are feeling the struggle? You are experiencing this career struggle. You are struggling to break into tech in the UK. Give me a thumbs up if you are. I can see that Awa already says that yes, I'm a graduate. So if you are okay, Mutupe says yes. All right. So then I would ask for the second part. Okay, Adenika says yes also. All right. So are you also a mid-career professional? You're trying to pivot um into the tech industry in the UK, but you don't know how to go about this because the industry is moving fast. Okay, I can see Jerry. The industry is moving fast. You don't know where to start from. You don't know. You have the knowledge. It's not as if you don't have the knowledge. You have the knowledge, but you're already stuck in a particular industry, not your dream industry. You're not. You're stuck in survival jobs. You don't know how to get into the tech space. You don't know how to break into the tech space. You don't know how to pivot into the tech space, even though you have this background knowledge of any of these career paths I mentioned earlier. Or you are an immigrant professional, you already have you already have your qualifications, you have your certifications, you even have the experience from your home country, but then you don't know how to break into um, the tech industry in the UK. So you already are in the UK, but you are saying that, oh, with my home experience, I am still unable to get into the tech space. If you can relate to any of this, I've been seeing a couple of thumbs up while I've been speaking. If you can relate to any of these career struggles, then you are in the right place because you are the person that Amdari serves. You are the people that Amdari serve. So while we work with graduates, work with people that are looking to break into the tech industry, people that are looking to pivot, people that have the experience already but are looking to gain UK work experience, then I would say you should just sit tight and just relax because you are in the right place. And I'll be breaking down after Blessing has presented. I'll be breaking down how you can go about all of this. But in the meantime, hi, Blessing, are you here?
Hi.
Hi, good evening. Welcome. So, in the meantime, I'll be handing over to Blessing for him to share his project with us and also walk us through the projects that they worked on, the business analysis project. Okay. So, Blessing, are you ready for us?
Yes, I am. Good
Okay.
evening.
Good
Can I
evening.
share my screen?
Definitely. I think I've made the co-host already. Yes. Yes, I made it.
Okay.
So you can. So,
Okay,
guys,
thank
if
you.
you have any questions for Blessing, you can just write them down. Once he's done, he will take some of your questions. All right. Blessing, over to you.
Yeah, so how many minutes do I have?
So you have about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
is that fine?
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. All right.
Um, just a minute, everyone. I'm trying to share my
All
screen.
right.
Right. Can we see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Blessing. I'm a business analyst consultant with Amdari, and I'll be putting you through one of the projects that I've just concluded with Amdari, which is optimizing employee retention in LuxeMart shopping. This project was a 3 weeks project, and it has to do with an e-commerce organization which offers an extensive range of products across multiple categories, such as electronics, fashion, groceries, home goods, and business products. LuxeMart is actually based in the UK, London precisely.
Hi, Blessing. I'm sorry to cut you. Are you just sharing your title page
No,
or have
I'm
you
just
shared
like
that?
I'm just introducing
Okay, okay,
the
okay. I
company.
just want
Yeah.
to be sure. All right,
Yeah, I'm
all
just
right.
introducing the company. Yeah, so LuxeMart is like I said, is a shopping is an e-commerce business based in London in the UK, and which has one or two challenges that they're facing. And this was the reason why, as a business analyst, we're able to, come on board to help them look through what it is they're doing and find a solution to what the problem is. So I'll put you through how we went on the project, and if you have any questions, I'd like you to just keep them till after the presentation so we can answer the questions. Thank you. I hope I'm very audible. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Blessing, we can hear you perfectly.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So for the course of this project, we have an outline which we worked with, which include, the summary, the problem statement, the business objective, the key stakeholders and their roles, the roadmap to the project, the user story, the current state and future state, which we also know as is and to be. We have the success metrics and KPI. We have the data driven insights and analysis. We have the risk and assumptions and conclusion and call to actions. So going on. So basically, this project aims to identify the root causes of why employees leave the organization, and also to improve employee satisfaction. in which the key components includes the integrated HR systems, real-time analytics, structured onboarding, employee recognition, flexible scheduling, and a clear career development pathways for employees. So basically, employees in this organization are, having issues with job satisfactions, and which is one of the reasons why they leave. So the HR and the management team are not really sure of the reasons why they leave. They don't know the root causes of why they leave, and that's why they are bringing us on board to help them, itemize these things, to help them streamline all of the data they have to come to a conclusion of why do employees really leave the system. So the problem statement of this project is basically, like I said, what are the causes of employee retention at LuxeMart? The causes, which also, brings about some factors, which includes the low job satisfaction for employees, the compensation concerns, and poor work-life balance for employees, has contributed significantly into the loss of experienced employees within the organization. And this has hindered productivity within the organization. It has also caused employee morale to, not to be high. It has caused customer experience to linger a bit. And the HR and the management team, like I said, they are having difficulties in identifying what the root cause of why employee leave the system. So that takes us to identifying the key stakeholders of this project. These key stakeholders of this project includes the employee themselves, the management team, the customers, the HR department, the finance department, the IT department, the admin department. Each of these stakeholders have the roles that they play. Take, for example, the customers. They are the key determinants of the company's success or failure. Their source of revenue to the organization. Every organization takes their customer as, they take their customers as very, very, very important as any other thing. Because without the customers, the organization will not strive. The diagram beside it is just to showcase the influence and the interest of the stakeholders within the organization. Who has a higher influence, who has an higher interest in within the organization regarding this project. Looking at this, we have the employees, which are the they are actually the main key player for this project. They have a higher influence and they have an higher interest. And another example is the finance team. They have an higher influence and they have a low interest. The reason is because they are in charge of, budget control, costs control, how money leaves to finance this project. They are in charge of that. Another key player is the HR department, which are they are actually the ones that are struggling to, to find out to find out what's the root cause of this, what the root cause of employees leaving the organization would be. They also have an higher stake. They also they have an higher influence and a higher interest within this organization for this project. What's the roadmap? Like I said, the project was a 3 weeks project divided into 5 phases. The first phase was the kickoff phase. The second phase was the design phase, then followed by the development phase, followed by the testing phase, and then launching. This was actually when we launched the project to the users. The user story. What's the user story? So basically, a user story is a sort of a description of requirements from the perspective of the stakeholder regarding this project, yeah, focusing on the stakeholder, the goal, and the reason for the requirements. It usually starts with this as and then ends with, what's the reason why the particular stakeholder wants this feature to be embedded into the project. This takes us to the acceptance criteria, which is the requirements, which means that the requirements that the stakeholders have listed has to meet certain predefined features. The requirements that the stakeholders have, listed must meet some predefined features, must meet some criterias. And it is until when it meets those features, that's when it's being called acceptance criteria. The test scenario. The test scenario is actually the verification of the functionality of this of the criteria of the requirements that the stakeholders had listed prior to. These test scenarios is the last phase for requirement gathering for stakeholders. Let me give you an insight. Take, for example, one of the first function the function is also the requirement actually. So the first function, which is view training history, the user story for an employee, the employee wants to view training history so that he or she can track skill development. Why is this requirement accepted? It is accepted given that the employee completed training. When training history is assessed and also completed, when courses are completed. What's the test scenario? The test scenario is to verify that the system lists all completed training courses in the employee's training history. Another example is the real-time update validation. This goes to the managers. As a manager, I want to, assess dashboards to reflect real-time updates so that decision can be made timely and correctly. What's the acceptance criteria for that requirement? Given that HR data is received, when dashboard refreshes, then updated data is shown. What is the test scenario for this? Is to verify that the dashboard reflects newly received HR data upon refresh. Are we still there? Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can listen.
Right, okay. This brings us to data-driven insight and analysis. We're able to generate all of this analysis from the data that we got from the organization, which was shared to us via Excel. So from Excel, we're able to use Excel to generate these data. We're able to use Excel to generate these dashboards to make this beautiful dashboard come into place. We're able to assess the staff analysis using pivot table and some other key.
Hi, Blessing. Are you there? Hi, Blessing. Can you hear us? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, so I guess Blessing's network has gone off. So please let's just give him a few minutes. Let's see if he'll come back. Hi, Blessing. If you can hear us, we can't hear you anymore. Okay. All right, let's just wait for a few minutes. Let's see if he will join us. Okay. So I'm trying to reach out to him. Please just wait for a few seconds. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So do we have any questions for Blessing in the meantime? You can just drop it in the chats. If you have any questions for him, you can drop it in the chats.
Hi, yes, I do, please. I dropped a question in the chat. I'm quite I'm quite new to all this. I just want to understand if this is a live project, and if it's a live project, can we um look at the website or something?
All right. When Blessing joins us, we'll give you the answer.
Okay.
I've seen your question in the chats. I've seen your question. So yes, we work on sorry, I'm echoing. Okay. So we here at Amdari we work on real life projects. They work on projects that's they solve real world business problems, and they do that with teams. So he was not the only one working on this particular project. He collaborated with other people. They had their team leads and all of that. So I don't want to I don't want to say more than I'm supposed to. While we wait for Blessing, I don't know. I'm trying to get across to him. Do you guys still do the discount packages when we take next? I would answer you at the end of this after Blessing's presentation hour. I would respond to you after his presentation. I hope that's fine. Can you hear me, Awa? All right, great, fantastic. I'm not sure what's going on with Blessing. I'm not sure right now. Uh, okay, I think Blessing is back. Hi, Blessing. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Sorry, I lost my connection there.
Okay.
So sorry. I don't know.
All
I
right.
kept talking. I didn't know I was already out.
Oh, so sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Can I just share my screen again?
Definitely. You have the floor.
Yeah. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, we can.
Right, okay. I don't know where I stopped before I lost connection. I think I should just start from here again. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, so I said with the with Excel, we're able to generate this beautiful dashboard using the data set that was sent to us via um what's it called now? The data set that was sent to us using Excel, we're able to come up with this beautiful dashboard. We're able to generate a lot of analysis, which includes the attrition analysis, the turnover analysis, the turnover rates, the departmental analysis, the staff analysis, the missing data, and every other thing that you can find here. With Excel, hello?
I can see his screen. I hope I pronounced um, your name correctly. I can see his screen. I think you can. I think it's your network. Maybe you should just leave and then rejoin so that you can solve that issue.
Okay.
Next thing you can go on.
All right. Okay. So with the help of Excel and pivot table, we're able to come up with this dashboard. Moving on, we have the current state and the future state diagram. With a tool called draw.io, we're able to bring this masterpiece into place. The current state is the assist, which is where the organization are currently, where the problem they are facing currently puts the organization to be. Uh, it's a step-by-step, it's a step-by-step process of which explains the current state of the organization, and the future state is actually where the organization will see themselves to be after the end of the project. That's the aspiration state for the organization. So the same tool draw.io was used to bring these two diagrams together. The shapes that you can see here in this diagram has meanings. The oval shapes are for beginning and ending. The rectangular shapes are for processes. The cylinder shapes are for database. The diagonal shapes are for decisions. Which other one is here again that I've not explained? I think that's that about that for this one. There are other several shapes that also means one or two things on from the tool draw.io. But with this project, the current state as is and the future state to be is what we have shown here. Moving on, this is a use case diagram where we have connectors to each of the stakeholders. This is just a simple diagram to show what each stakeholder would be looking out for, will be in charge to look out for. One of which is one of which a clear example is, say, the HR manager. The HR manager is entitled to monitor employer turnover. The HR manager is entitled to configure the dashboard. The HR manager is entitled to analyze engagement data. The HR manager is entitled to track employee performance. Another clear example is the employee themselves. The employee is entitled to, fill the feedback form, submit feedback, view their career pathways, request shift swap, complete onboarding tasks, and approve and the likes. Moving on, we have the five whys diagram. This is a fishbone diagram that explains the five whys of LuxeMart shopping, the five whys of the project to explain why they are actually facing this particular project. This is as well, tied to each of the stakeholders, which explains also explains what the stakeholders should look out for. We have the management, the process, the tools that is being used, the culture, environment, the career growth, and the likes. We have the success metrics and the KPI. The success metrics and the KPI are connectors. KPI is the key performance indicators. They are actually what drives the organization to a success point. They are what drives the organization regarding this project to a success point. Let's look at an example. Looking at the category of onboarding and development. The KPI for that is onboarding completion rates, training and career development participation. The success metrics for an onboarding completion rate is a 95% increase in onboarding completion rate, which means that every employee who is, coming into the organization must achieve a 95% increase in their onboarding exercise. These success metrics would actually be the one to push that the onboarding completion rate is is working. Another one is for the training and career development participation. The project aims or is looking forward to achieve a success metric of 70% increase in participation rate for an operational for the operational team. This alone helps the operational team, it helps to boost the operational team to a success point. All of these success metrics and KPI are tied to the KPI owner. We have the HR department, we have the manager, we have uh, the employee, and that and that. The risk and mitigation strategies. What risk is this project prone to? What risk is this project for LuxeMart prone to? We have a very good example here is the data quality issues. For the data quality issues, it gives, there's it gives inaccurate HR data. And when there's an inaccurate HR data, the impacts for the project is poor decision. The management will not be able to make, a very good decision. Another example here is resistance to change. The manager push back. Once the manager pushes back, there's slow adoption to the uh, to the system. Moving on, assumptions and impacts. The assumptions, we have the stakeholder support. We have an impact regarding that, which is delays due to lack of approvals. If the stakeholders are not approving, the processes, it's not gonna give the project an heads up. It's not gonna push the project to a success point. And this alone would really, really draw the organization not achieving their objective. It's gonna draw the project not getting into the execution stage. Another one is HR data availability. There has to be availability of data for us to be able to, put all of these things together. If there are no availability of data, we're going to encounter limited analytics. We can't give a very good, the dashboard I showed earlier on would not have been so, okay as what it is there. Another point is recommendations. What did we recommend to the organization at the end of the project? We recommended that the organization should implement an integrated HR system. We also recommended that the HR should to we recommended that the HR should introduce structured onboarding and continuous training program. We recommended that the HR should launch employee recognition and rewards program. We also recommended that the HR and the management team to enable a flexible scheduling and workload optimization. We also uh, recommended that the management team and the HR to establish clear career development pathways. All of these recommendations were drawn out of the issues, the problem, the factors that contributed to reasons why the employees were leaving based on our, findings and our uh, based on the work we did. What did we conclude? We concluded that the findings and analysis confirms that the company LuxeMart's shopping, employee turnover, and engagements challenges are driven by burnouts. They are driven by HR processes which are limited. They are driven by, you know, workforce visibility and the absence of structured career and recognition for employees. What was our call to action? Our call to action was that look smart's leadership is encouraged to approve and sponsor the implementation of an employee retention project, which is actually what we worked on to mitigate ongoing workforce risk and realize long-term value for the organization. Uh, Thank you.
Thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation, and I'm sure that every other person here on this call would agree to that. So please let's give Blessing his confetti. Let's give him his flowers. Thank you, Modupe. Thank you, Kizito. Thank you, Awa. Thank you, Ayotunde, Alexandra. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Lua, Shiu. Yeah, I feel the love. I hope you feel it too, Blessing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lavi.
thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you so much for honoring us and agreeing to this invitation. So we have a few questions here, but I would answer Raymond. Hi, Raymond. You're asking for the can we get the LuxeMart website name? So I reached out to Blessing Specialist, with his team lead. I wanted to actually drop the link for you here on the chat, but I reached out to her and she said that for the course of this presentation that they used a different name for due to privacy and agreement of contract or contract agreement rather. So that's why we will not be revealing the name of the business involved. I hope that answers your question, Raymond. And give me a thumbs up
Yeah,
if you got that. Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I heard your response. Thank you. I Part of the
Yes.
reason why I was asking is um I just wanted to see the connection of this presentation to what the actual company or structure was. That was it. That was it. But then again, if this if this website or this company is, I believe it's for, I believe it's not a secret or like a secret project, or that's what I was trying to understand, unless it's not live yet. But I believe if it's live yet, it shouldn't be a problem for public consumption, unless it's still like a project still. um
Yes, it's a project. It's a project that was assigned to our interns or consultants, just like to call them at Amdari. So we have agreements and for privacy. So it's not something
okay,
that's for public consumption. I hope you understand that.
okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you very much. So before we take any more questions, I have a few questions for you, Blessing. So, how has your what cohorts are you in, first of all?
That's the December cohorts. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
sorry, January.
it's
Because I
valid
started in January.
January. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think it's valid for me to ask you how your experience has been at Amdari.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Like hand on deck, having to practice every day. Having to be on this platform alone is a win-win for me. Honestly, it's been a very great one.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. How's your specialist, your team lead? How have you been finding her?
No, I've been finding her really helpful, honestly speaking. Not gonna lie. She's been helpful, she's been supportive. She's got that's that push feature in her to say, guys, you can get this thing done. It doesn't necessarily need to be you coming from a background that has to, work. You can be from another background and still get it done, honestly. But I know not everyone would agree, but then she's been so wonderful. She's been so supportive.
All right, thank you very much for that blessing. Then we have, I don't know, does anybody have any question? You can just raise your hand and then you can take it. I think the questions, other questions here for me.
Yeah.
Hi, Miriam.
Hello, thank you so much for moderating and the presentation. Just going back to what the first person said. So because we've worked on projects like I personally has worked on something like this before, but not exactly like an internship. We went live, right? So the project went live. At least we had the website to go back to as a team. Is it that the team that built it had the opportunity, but those of us just watching now, just looking at the results, can't have access to that until we start ours because I'm supposed to start in the next cohort. And I'm just a bit curious as to why um as interns we can't also access that resource so we can see
Definitely,
is yeah.
definitely, as an intern, as a consultant, you have access to that. But the people, sorry, okay. So, but the people on this call currently are not Amdari's consultants or are not in the particular
Okay. Okay.
exactly. So, no, they don't have access to that.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Matthew. I hope that's all your question, Miriam. Is that all?
Oh yes, I just was a bit curious as to why. Thank you for enlightening us.
All right. Hi, Matthew.
Yeah, hi. Good evening.
Evening.
Okay. I wanted to ask the presenter if, during um the course of you preparing for, you know, like preparing for the for this presentation and also the project itself, did you feel like Amdari support, like you had like a handheld approach towards, you know, making sure that this project was achieved. The reason I'm asking is because I want to like because of number one, because of time. I'm not so I don't really have so much time, so I don't know. And um how will I put it now? I would need, is it the type that
Support.
you you don't have like someone to hold your hand and guide you through it from the beginning to the end, or they just give you something to do, then they just show you how to get to it, or is it like an handheld experience all the way to the end? I don't know if the question makes sense, but I don't know. That's my
Yes,
question.
it does. Yes, it does. Hi, Blessing. Would you like to answer, Matthew?
Yeah. So if I understood your question, Matthew, you're just basically asking if I got help as I, worked on the project from the beginning to the end. Right.
Yeah, aside from the project, like, because there are some cohorts or there are some training, this thing where, they will advertise that, okay, this is what we do, this is what we do, but in the thick of it, in the middle of it, they just send you videos to watch, send you this, books to read, and just leave you on your own to do all those things. So that's why I'm asking if it's a different thing with Amdari. You get, so
Yeah.
if they are guiding you through, because for someone like me that doesn't have a tech background and coming into, you know um doing all these things, and also because you have to you are kind of competing with people that most people with some people in the job market that has like that tech, but that they have like, so most of them have that tech background and also have an advantage over you. So that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. To answer your question, you're in the right place. Whatever help you need or whatever support that is being needed, you're getting it with, I'm giving you that 100% assurance that yes, you get that support, that help that is required of you. There is not a place where you'll be left alone midway through. They hold you from the beginning through the middle until the end of your journey. And even after your journey, I'm very much aware that you can still reach out, you can still get help and support, even if you've gotten, a job and you're finding it difficult on the job, you have an issue, you can still reach out and you still get, support, get help. But then it still doesn't leave out the fact that you still need to do some, on your own reading or your own research. I hope you understand. But if you're
Yes, yes,
asking about
I
support,
yeah.
I'm really assuring you that yes, you're in the right place.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Blessing.
You're welcome, Matthew.
Thank you very much for that, Blessing. So, just to add to what Blessing said, Matthew. So, do you have any tech background? Have you taken any course, any training? Have you? Hi, Matthew. You have. Okay. Okay. Then that works because at Amdari we don't work with let's say we don't the kind of people that come into Amdari or people that we serve are people that already have background knowledge. Um Blessing, you can stop sharing if you want to, you can stop sharing. So the people that we work with are people that have um taking courses or program or trainings, they have background knowledge at least. So then we, because Amdari is not a training platform, in as much as we have a learn platform, it's not sufficient for total beginners. So we are not a training platform. What we do is that we give you that UK work experience that you need to break into the UK tech space. So that's what we do at Amdari. So I have two other hands. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Matthew. Okay, so everybody is muted. Really? How come? Wow. How did this happen?
Hello.
Oh, so sorry about that. So sorry about that. Um, have I been able to answer your question, Matthew?
Yes, yes, yes. I just wanted to be sure of the support, because I've had experiences where they'll just allow you to, go through the lion's den on your own. So I just wanted to be sure that, the support is, blessing God the support, and at least coming from someone that is actually having that experience. So it's okay, it's fine. And I already have a tech background, but just that it's not, I already have that training, but just that I left it for a while. So that was why I asked that question, because going back to it, I would need a lot of help.
Support.
Yeah, thank you very
Totally understand. I totally understand. So that support is 100% available at Amdari, 100% available. We even have what called the Learn platform, where it's like get refresher courses and all of that. If you need to refresh your memory on a tool, on a process, you have that at Amdari. Then you also have your specialists who are all out for you to succeed. They want to actually see you succeed. Okay, so hi Awa, you can ask your question. Hi, Awa. Are you here? Can anybody hear me? Please, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. I just feel like, okay, okay. Okay, so let me see your question again. Okay, let me see your question. Let me see your question again. You asked, do you guys still do the discount packages? So I have a package. I have a discount available for tonight, but that's for people that stay to the end of the session hour. So if you want to get that information, you have to stay to the end. You have to stay to the end of this session. So how many days a week is the internship? So for this internship, like I said, it's not a training. So you have two drop-in sessions every week. The dates and the time will be chosen by your team members, you and your team members. You get to choose the day and the time for that two drop-in session. Aside that, you have to also commit at least 1 hour every day. So that 1 hour, you get to pick the time you want to spend on your project so that you don't drag your team members back. So you have to at least 1 hour every day you commit to working on your project. The time is up to you. You can decide to do that early in the morning, you can decide to do that in the afternoon, you can decide to do that late at night. So depending on you. We've put into consideration people that are working, we've put into consideration those that have 9 to 5, those that are working multiple jobs, just so that it is easy for you to follow through with the program, actually complete it, and then get that dream job that you want. So, okay. So I hope I've been able to answer your question. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Our Matthew says, all right. To say we'll have to stay there. Yes, please, you have to stay. I look forward to seeing you at the end of the session. All right. So Matthew says another question for Mr. Blessing. Have you started applying for roles? I don't know if Blessing is still on the call. I don't think Blessing is still on
Yeah,
this call.
yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Okay, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So, you have a question that says, have you started applying to for roles? Hi, Kachi, I can see you. Please, after this question, I'll take your question. So, Blessing, have you started applying?
Not as we speak. Not yet.
Okay,
Not yet. I'm still on
right.
the CV optimization, CV review level.
Okay,
Just now. Yeah.
all right. Hi, Kachi.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the session. I joined kind of late though. I think I've got one or two questions. Just like I think Matthew said, there's quite some companies that will tell you, they will sugarcoat it, but eventually when you get in, they more or less leave you to. So my question is this: number one, what is the Amdari process? You've said it's not a training company. So what is the process? If people have to study by themselves the fundamental, what does Amdari offer in terms of this training? And number two, this is to Blessing. What tools did Blessing use? I think it was a business analyst training he did. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So I want to know, to Blessing, what tools did he use to be able to do this presentation? What are the tools he used as a BA to deliver what he delivered tonight?
Okay. If I may answer your question, so basically with Amdari is just pure and on deck experience, like practical. It's not like a theoretical place where you get
Oh,
to
hi,
learn the.
Blessing. Hi, Blessing. Can you just answer the tools while I walk them through that
Okay.
process after this? Yes, yes. Thank you.
Uh, yeah, no worries. So for the tools that I used Excel. I used draw.io. I used Google Doc. I used what's it called again? PowerPoint. Then I used Microsoft Word.
basically. I used also I used Jira, but then that didn't come on board in the presentation. It was just like a backend tool that I used to work. So those are the major tools that I used actually.
If you don't
Sorry,
mind,
just before you proceed, I just to clarify since it's still on. You keep saying I. Did you work as a team or you worked on your own with Amdari group? Just confirming.
No,
Did you
I
work on your own or you worked? Say that again.
for the project I worked on my own.
Right. Okay. Okay.
as a
Thank you.
follow up for Blessing, the you said you mentioned Jira, um, Jira, Confluence, Azure DevOps, all those other tools. Did you have to learn it by yourself, or was there a resource person in Amdari that put you through how to use all these tools that you've mentioned and more, or you had to do it by you? I mean, I think that's for Blessing and I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I do apologize. So you answered the first question. So I'm just
Jennifer.
curious,
My name is
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Well, I think I've spoken. I think you've spoken to me. I'm just curious, Jennifer, to hear what you have to say about the training process or Amdari process. And for Blessing, I want to know more about how he used these tools. How did he get to know these tools? And that's I just want to know what as a participant, as a student, I want to hear from him to be able to see if he can convince me that this
Right.
this is what I
For,
need.
for the tools, I was supported to use them. I was also, although some of them I know already, I was also, introduced to some of them, and I was supported even with the ones I'd known before. I was supported to get to like the advanced level of how to use them. I was also put through to get to use the new ones, which I was introduced to in Amdari. And I have an accounting background, so which actually makes these things easier for me. But for those that didn't have an accounting background in my cohort, they also got the same support I got. So for us to be on the same page, I hope I answered your question.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Kachi. I think most of your questions will be answered as I move forward, so that you have a full picture of what we do and what we offer at Amdari. So I would really love to see you at the end of this session so that I could ask you your questions back again, or you can ask me if you have any more question. Is that fine?
You don't want to answer. You don't want to have to answer my questions. My questions are a lot. So
I'm here. What am I here for? What am I here
let me
for?
listen. Let me listen to you.
All right, all right.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Aditayo, and
Hello. Can
I
I
would
just want to
okay.
ask a
So,
quick question.
all right.
The question is for Blessing. In terms of the tools like Jira and Confluence, did Amdari provide you with the platform, or did you have the platform yourself?
Sorry, can you say that again?
You know the tools, Jira,
Yeah.
Confluence, Excel. In terms of the access to those platforms, was it Amdari that provided them for you, or did you have to subscribe to them yourself?
No, Amdari put me through on how to get to know them and how to use them. There was no subscription.
Okay, but in terms of Jira, I think you would need to subscribe to use Jira and Confluence. So was it did Amdari already have those tools and they just registered you on or to be able to use it, or did you have to down subscribe to did you have to subscribe to just like Microsoft Word, Excel, and the likes? You know, you'd obviously have to either download them or subscribe to them and pay subscription. Same as Jira and Confluence. In terms of those tools, did Amdari Amdari already subscribed to them, or did you have to subscribe personally?
There was no subscription. I didn't subscribe personally, and Amdari did not subscribe as well for for me. So it was just something that was just like you mentioned, Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. We have the free templates that we can use during learning process. So that was what we used to get there, to get to where we are now. But Amdari actually
Oh,
pointed the lights to using Jira. I was not introduced to it before. I don't know about it before. And the other one you also mentioned.
did you use Jira or Confluence in any of your projects?
I used Jira.
Okay.
So I think just to clarify her question again, because I'm still confused as to your response, Blessing. You said Amdari did not purchase any subscription to use these tools because most of these tools, like she rightly said, you have to subscribe to it, right? Or pay for, yeah, just subscribe or a free version.
It
Was
was
there
the
a
free
free
version.
version? Or yeah, I think that answers it then. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
All right. Hi, Aisha.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, sorry. My question is for Blessing. Thank you, Jennifer. Hello, Blessing.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah,
Mr.
hello.
Blessing. Okay, yeah, thank you for your presentation. But when you were listing the tools you use, I don't know if you use or you are going to use tools like Power BI and SQL. I don't know. Have you used it or you intend
No,
to use
when
it?
not yet, not yet there yet.
But is it part of the tools that like
It wasn't part of the tools that brought up this presentation, but in the long run, it's what I will use in Amdari.
okay, okay. All right, thank you.
All right. So just to clarify, the particular project that Blessing worked on is the initial project. So this is the first project he's working on, and that's like a self-paced project. So once he's done with this, he has other projects where he gets to collaborate with other teams. Well, I would explain that so as not to just jump and and mess up with the flow. So I will just briefly run through what I have for us. So how do you gain this reward experience with Amdari? How do you gain this reward experience with Amdari? So for those of us who were not here at the start of my presentation, so I would just like to introduce Amdari again and what we do. Like I said earlier, Amdari is an innovative platform, and what we do is to help aspiring professionals build their career and gain practical experience. Our mission is to bridge the gap between theoretical learning and real world experience. We don't want you stuck in just certifications, theories, and theory learning, trainings, and all of that, boot camps. We want to bridge that gap between your learning, the knowledge that you have, and real world experience. We do this by providing you with end to end practical and hands on projects. We do this for data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, product design, DevOps, SOC and threat intelligence, cloud and app security, GRC, and ethical and penetration testing. So these projects that you're going to be working on at Amdari is not just to enhance your skills, it is to actually help you build a robust portfolio, to build that portfolio that will show recruiters or show your potential employers that yes, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. I've done this in the UK before. I have this UK experience. So that is what we are focused on here at Amdari. So what is this real world experience? What is this program I've been talking about? So the RAVE program, which is the Remote Apprenticeship Virtual Experience here at Amdari, is based on two things. On is project based, and it is also going to help you with your employability skills. How do I mean? So for project based, while you are going to be in this program, you are going to be working with real industry based projects. You are going to be working on multiple industries. You're not just going to be focused on a particular industry. So you're going to be working on various industries. You're going to be working on various projects. While you're here in Amdari, working on about 5 to 6 projects that is going to help you build your portfolio. This is going to actually help you also increase your confidence because you have worked on this project, you have worked on business problems, you have experience working in a real world setting, and you are going to also be working with cross-functional teams, just like I said. um Blessing here is still new in the program, and he has just gone past his first phase, which is the self-paced learning, self-paced project. He's also, after this, he's going to be working with cross-functional teams. How do I mean? So Blessing as a business analyst, we get to work with project managers, with SOC analysts, he's going to work with data scientists, he's going to work with data analysts, depending on the particular project that he's working on at that point in time. So that is what I mean by cross-functional teams. Just like in the real world setting, when you are working on business problems and working on projects, you don't work alone. You are not going to be doing this all by yourself. You're going to have a team lead here at Amdari. You're going to have the specialist, the team lead, which is the specialist, is going to also be guiding you, walking you through, telling you what you should do and what you should not do. It's going to be putting you through all of this process. So that's why I said that you have to have that background knowledge. You have to have taken a training, you have to have taken a course, a boot camp, watch YouTube videos, whatever it is, you have that background knowledge. Because once you get into Amdari, you are just focused on working on projects. You're focused on building your portfolio. You're focused on getting that real world experience because that is what we want for you. That is what UK recruiters are looking for. So we actually saw the need because when we have people have okay, you've gone through the training, you've gone through the boot camp, you have the learning knowledge, but they still find it difficult to get jobs. Why? Because they don't have experience. They don't have that UK work experience. So that is what Amdari is bringing to you. That's what we are offering you. That's UK work experience. So here at Amdari, you're going to also be having that multiple role experience where you get to work with other teams. You get to see what they do. You get to see how they do what they do. So you are not just limited to your own career path. You are going to be working with other career paths because we have other multiple people who are also in the program: data scientists, cybersecurity, project managers, business analysts. We have data engineers. So depending on the particular project that you're working on, you are going to be working with all of these people. It is going to also help you with your networking opportunities. You get to meet different people in the same industry, in the same tech space, fighting for the same fighting to get the same thing that you need. So aside this being project based, aside you just working on project, we also are going to support you. We also have what we call employability skills. What does this mean? Here at Amdari, you are going to be getting one-on-one CV revamp and review. Sorry, give me a second. Sorry. So sorry about that. So, like I was saying, you're going to be getting a one-on-one CV revamp and review here at Amdari. We are going to be helping. We're going to, aside we doing, we're going to do it for you. We're going to help you revamp your CV. But aside we doing this for you, we're also going to be teaching you how to do it by yourself. Because when you are going to be applying for multiple jobs, for when you're going to be applying to multiple jobs, you are going to need to tailor your CV according to those job descriptions. So we are going to also teach you how to do that. We're also going to help you with your LinkedIn optimization. You're going to have one-on-one LinkedIn optimization. You're going to have mentorship sessions with industry experts, people who have gone through this path before, people who have taken this route. You're going to also be learning and getting to hear from them. You're also going to be building your portfolio. We have a site, we have a website where you can post your portfolio and you don't have to worry um about subscription and all of that, but I'm going to still come to that later. So we also have what we call interview preparation. This is done on a weekly basis. You get to have this weekly interview preparation. You get to have it with your team. You get to build your confidence. You get to know how to learn how to respond to interview questions, how to comport yourself for interviews. And aside this, if you also, when you are on the program, you get an interview offer or interview opportunity. You can also request for a one-on-one interview preparation. So aside this, you also have access to an exclusive job board. In this job board, you get we also pay to get some access to some of this exclusive job board, and we bring that to you. So the competition is actually lower because you are going to be getting job applications that is not out there, all out there. So also, you're also going to be getting a 2-year reference letter from Amdari, because we've noticed that when people get job offers, they tend to request for reference letter, and we do give you that reference letter here at Amdari. So aside that, we also offer on the job support. While you're at Amdari, you get a job and you need hands-on support. You don't know how to go about it, certain things. You also have the opportunity to get that on the job support. All right, so here are some of our project partners, people that business partners, project partners that we have here at Amdari. We have Credify, Lonely, Trust Flow, and all of these businesses that are in the UK. So we partner with all of these people. You're going to be working on their projects, you're going to be working on their business problems, providing solutions, and all of that. So I will just briefly go through, because our time is fast spent, and so I can still take some of your questions. I would also go through some of our success stories. So we have here Judith. She got a job as a data analyst in the UK. If you can see, she also puts up that, oh, she was a data analyst consultant at Amdari, and then she upgraded to being a data analyst working in the UK. So we also have Progress. Progress got a job as a data protection analyst while she was still in the Amdari work experience. So if you check her LinkedIn profile, you can also see the progression from GRC analyst here to data protection analyst. We also have Betty. Betty also got the job as an IT business project manager. And if you can see here, she put that January 2025, she was working in Amdari, and as at May 2025, she had already gotten a job. We also have Francis. Francis got a job with Deloitte UK after his program here at Amdari. So this is where he is specialist Swiss Brown. He sent him, oh, one name means brother in Igbo, and he was like, I just got a job from Deloitte, that the interview was successful, starting onboarding in August. To God be the glory. Good morning, sir. And he said his specialist replied him, this has made my week. Congratulations, brother. And he said, now you do pass up Amdari, up Mr. Brown. So we have other success stories. We have from Dora. Dora got an offer as a compliance analyst in the UK during while she was still in the work experience program. So this is the message she sent to her specialist, Amina. She's like, good morning, Amina. With the way you revamped my CV, I got a job offer of £50,000 yesterday. Although I'm turning down the offer because it's a 6-hour drive from London. Thank you for what you've done. And she responded, wow. She said, please, I would like us to finish the LinkedIn optimizations, increase my chances of securing my dream job. So she got an offer as a compliance analyst in the UK while she was still in the work experience program. We also have Larry. Larry also got a job as a business analyst in the UK while he was still in the work experience program. Emphasis on during the work experience program. So we also have from Feisayo. Feisayo also got a job as a data scientist in the UK during her work experience program. So she was like, hi, Mohammed. Mohammed is the data science specialist at Amdari. I said, I just got a data science job, like my first data science job, using some of the things we learned here. So this Feisayo has never gotten a job as a data scientist, but during her work experience program here at Amdari, she was able to land that job that job offer. So we also have Damilola. I love talking about Damilola's story because she landed a senior role in procurement in the UK before she completed her internship. What did Damilola do? She moved to the UK. She had already taken data analytics courses and she still could not land interviews. She couldn't land a job. So what she did was she joined Amdari. She built a portfolio of projects. She built dashboards, worked in cross-functional team. She used real-world tools like Slack, Excel, Power BI, Tableau, and she made sure she documented all of this in the portfolio, which is something that we also it is mandatory here at Amdari for you to build your portfolio. And we are going to also be guiding you through this process. And that portfolio became her superpower. And anytime she submitted her CV, she attached her portfolio to the job application. So it did not take any time. She got this senior role she got a senior role in procurement. And the best part about this is that she had no prior experience in procurement. But what happened was that the project that she had worked on already gave her that credibility that she could do the job. So working or joining the work experience program, it doesn't mean that, oh, you're going to be getting entry level jobs or you're going to be limited to entry level jobs. As a matter of fact, we don't even encourage our consultants to go for entry level job. So you are able to get mid level and senior roles with your work experience here at Amdari. So these are other success stories. I wish I could take all of them, but because of our time, this is Vivian. Vivian joined our data science program and she got 3 job offers while she was still in the program. She got 3 job offers and she was able to pick out from one of them. So you know that feeling when you get 3 job offers and you're like, oh, which one do I get? And you get to actually pick based on benefits, what they are offering. So it's she got it as a data scientist across all the companies. So this is an email which she sent to Ifemina. Ifemina is one of the co-founders here at Amdari, and she was like that she's sticking with Bank Julius Bay as a data and business analyst. She said that here the pay is great and it comes with great benefits too. So yes, so our next cohort starts March 7th. And how do you get to join our next cohort? So currently, the price for this program is £500, but we are currently on an early bird discount and a 30% off. It is going for £390. This discount is actually for just 20%, and 10 slots have already gone off. Just like I said earlier, this program is for data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, product design, DevOps, SOC analysts, ethical hacking and pen testing, GRC, then cloud and app security. So you can also get to make your payments in either 1 installment, 2 installments, or 3 installments. For the 1 installment, if you make your payment in full, you get extra discount. So instead of paying £390, you get to pay £350. Then for your second installment, you get to pay your first installment now, the next one to pay your second installment. So you make a payment of £185 and a payment of £185. For the third installment, you make a payment of £100, £145, and £145 spread across 3 months. Across 3 months. So you can either decide to secure your slot with £100 right now and take advantage of the discounts, or you can make full payments. You get extra discount for £350. Yes, that's correct. So you also get an early bird advantage if you enroll in the next 24 hours. What do I mean by this? If you get to enroll within 24 hours, you get lifetime career support access. I want that to sink down. I'm sure you're like, how can you promise that kind of a thing, Amdari? So yes, I wanted to soak it in. If you get to enroll in 24 hours, you get lifetime career support. What this means is that if after your program at Amdari, you still get career support. If you've not gotten a job, you need to get an interview preparation, you need all of that. You still have a lifetime access to Amdari. Lifetime career support access. All right. So If you also enroll within the next 24 hours, you get a head start to the employability support. So, normally you get when you enroll, you get to wait for you to start your cohort. You get to wait for you get to wait for like 1 month for you to get your CV optimization, LinkedIn optimization, interview preparation. But when you get to enroll in next 24 hours, you get a head start to all of these employability supports that I mentioned earlier. You can start now and start accessing those employability support system. Also, you get free 6 months access to CV Matchly AI. What is CV Matchly AI? So CV Matchly is a business that we are partnered with, and we have free 6 months access to just 10 people. So this free 6 months access, what does CV Matchly do? So when you go on CV Matchly, you are able to optimize your CV. This helps you optimize your CV in seconds. So let's say you want to tailor your CV to a particular job. You don't have to do that manually. It gets the keywords that you need from it gets to score you. It gets to score your CV to know, if it is perfectly fit for you to apply for a particular job. And if it is not, it gets to also help you edit your CV. It places the right keywords that you need. You just need to copy and paste. And when you do this, it's able to pass the ATS machine the ATS system. So you get access to this for 6 months, 6 months for free if you enroll within 24 hours. When you are also enroll within 24 hours, you get a 30-day post-internship job sprint support. What does this mean? After your internship, we have a job sprint support for 30 days back to back. You have that sprint support for you to actually land a job. The aim of that 30-day post-internship job sprint is for you to get a job within 30 days. So aside all of this, you also get a lifetime access to personal portfolio websites when you enroll within 24 hours. What does this mean? You get a lifetime access if you enroll within 24 hours. So when you get that, just like I mentioned earlier, I don't know, for those of us who were on the call, I said that you get to host your portfolio on Amdari's website. So when you get this website, you host your portfolio, you have lifetime access to it. This means that you don't need to subscribe into any portfolio website or any portfolio platform. If you have subscribed, you know how expensive it usually is. So if you enroll within 24 hours, you get all of this early bird advantage. You get all of that, and it is limited to just people who enroll within 24 hours. So yes, at this point, I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link on the chat. I'm going to drop the link on the chat. Sorry, just give me a second. I want to do that right now before I take questions. So if you have any questions for me, you can just raise your hand and I would take your questions. You can just raise your hand, I'll take your questions. So I'm going to drop the link right now for those of us who want to take advantage of this. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. All right. So yeah, that's it there. That's it. Why do I keep saying this lastly? Okay, so does anybody have any question before we call it a night? We are far. I know I promised 1 hour, 30 minutes, and this is already 1 hour, 30 minutes. So do we have any questions before we call it a night? Do we have any questions before we call it a night? Let me go through the chat.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, hi Matthew.
Yeah, hi. The job board that you mentioned, do they also post jobs that have a sponsorship attached to it too?
Yes, definitely. It's
Okay.
a mixture of all, yes, definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have any other question? Any success story from a data engineer? Definitely. So I'm also going to, okay. I'm also going to, what do I want to say? Okay. So this is Matthew. So Matthew, you can go to our YouTube channel. We have a playlist dedicated to testimonials from people who have gotten visa sponsorship, who have gotten jobs, who have passed through Amdari. So we have all of those testimonials on our YouTube channel. Just search for Amdari on YouTube. You see a playlist called testimonial. I would have played some of the testimonials on this call, but because of time, I would just direct you to do that. So we have till March 7th to pay. How do I do this? So you can still make your payments on 5th of March hour. It's just that some of this early bird, because of the we can't give some of these things to everybody because of the number of people that get to enroll. So that's why we are giving it, or we are offering it to a limited number of people. So you can still definitely make your payments on the 5th of March. You still, when you make your payments on 5th of March, you still get access to the portfolio websites, you still get access to employability support while you are on the program, while you are still on the program, yes. But for the lifetime access, it's just limited to a few people. I hope I answered your question. So Dio said, I have a question, but is this something I can take offline? Like a one-on-one question. Okay, Dio, I'm going to drop my number. I'll drop my number right now in the chat. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp and I would attend to your question. I hope that is fine. All right, so I just dropped my number, Dio. So you can just pick it up from there. You can send me a WhatsApp message and I would attend to you. Also, we have what we call clarity session. So clarity session is you have a fewer audience and you are able to gain clarity from experts, from professionals. You get to ask any questions that you have. I'm also going to drop the link there in case you want to book for clarity and you are able to do that. So hi Iki. Someone's hand was squeezed now. I can't find that hand again. Okay, so do we have any other question? Hi Kachi, do you have any question?
You don't want me to ask any other question.
Sorry?
You don't want me to ask any other question, but it's all right. I think you called me once. We spoke. If I would, I think I'll look for your number. Then we'll have it. We'll talk one of these days. Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
Kachi,
Thank you.
no problem. Hi Francisca. I think you
Hello.
raised your hand.
I have a question.
Hi Bruce. Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't raise my hand. I think my phone doesn't show the
No,
option.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I'm a bit confused because I think we were told that we're going to have like, is it a 1 week or 2 weeks free Amdari training, and now you're mentioning there's going to be payment for different categories. Please, just help me understand. Was the advert just to call in people into this pool, and then the real picture of things comes before us, or did I miss something? Possibly I missed something, because I know I heard there was a free training.
Okay, so are you on that platform for the free internship?
Again,
Because
it's hard to tell which one is which on the WhatsApp chat there. But
exactly.
perhaps if
So
there's a link
that is
to,
a different. You can go on.
yeah, I was saying if there's a link to, if there's a name for that particular group, I would be glad to. I mean, if you could share the name of the group for the free training, I'll be glad to just note that now.
So the free 1 week internship is something that is already on and they're already wrapping up with that. So that is on a different let's say different level. I don't know. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that term. So that is something different. So they're already wrapping up with that. It's a free 1 week internship that they're already wrapping up with. So I'm quite surprised
Okay.
that you are here and asking about that. So that's why
No, there is no
that's
problem. I mean,
it's
I've always wanted
yeah.
to join Amdari anyway. So if I miss that one, there's no problem. I can go ahead with the paid one. It's starting in March, right?
Yes, March 7th.
March 7th. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Hi, Patrick. Hi. He said, how much is the internship? So the internship is currently going for £390, and we have different installments payment plan. You can make one payment plan and you get further discount. You get to pay £350 instead of 390. So when you make two installments, you get to pay 185. 185. So if you're making 3 months installments payments, you can start with £100 tonight. Next month you make 145. The upper month you make 145. So yes, that is the plans that we have for the internship. Patrick. Hi, Francisca.
Hi. Sorry, what's the name again? Okay, so my
So I
question
didn't
is,
get that. Okay.
I said, hi, I'm Dari.
Oh, my name is Jennifer.
Okay, because I didn't join from the beginning, so I didn't get your name. Sorry. So, hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, that's fine. Hi, Francisca. Is Francisca still on this call? Wow, I think she dropped off. Okay. Hi, Francisca. I can see you.
Yeah, I'm
But
back.
you're
Sorry.
muted.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
back. I'm back. Yeah, so my question is, for me, I'm into data management and governance, but most of the time, I don't really get to hear about that. I don't know if you're really into that, if you have a session for that, just to clarify.
So we have GRC. Just like I said, we have governance, risk, and compliance, which is GRC. So yes, that's under GRC. Sorry, I think
I can hear you.
can you hear me? So yes, we have that. We have that. Sorry, we have that under GRC, Francisca. Can you hear me? You're muted if you're speaking.
I can hear you.
Okay. So did you
So,
get me?
yeah, I did get you. But my question again is, just as there was someone who spoke earlier on, talked about like a 1 week like free internship, probably just to know and understand what you're going into. Some of us will not mind that anyway.
Yes, just like I mentioned, the 1 week free internship is already wrapping up. So it's not
There's not going to be another one.
no, not that I know of right now. Not that I know of.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Please,
Thank you.
sorry, please, ma. If I may ask
All
one
right.
last question.
No, definitely.
Okay. I don't know how would the class size be, because if it is something like 100 people or 200 people, I don't know. I feel that the smaller the better. But if we are too many, in my own small opinion, if we are too many, we might, somebody might just be lost in the process of learning, because I believe there will be one project for the entire team to do. I don't know if you could shed more light into the class size. I'll be very happy.
So we have different teams. We work in teams. So you are not going to be too many in a particular cohort because you're going to be working in teams. You are, I don't know if you understand me. You're not working. So we are not training, first of all, for me to get, because I heard you saying something like learning. So we don't train. We have what we call the learn platform, but it's just like a refresher course for people. It's not sufficient enough for a total beginner. It is for people who are trying to like refresh their memory on a particular process or a particular tool. So we don't train, and you are not going to have too many people in a particular team. No, you're not going to have that.
Okay, perfect. So well, I sorry I used the word training. I passed through 10 analytics, so I think I'm
Oh,
hands-on. But then the
okay,
thing is,
fantastic.
I believe you assign each person will have his or her own project, right? Like I could be doing something else, one other person will be doing another different thing. Or is it a
So you're
team
going to be
of
working
10
with,
people?
yes, you're going to be working with teams. So you have the first project, which is a self-paced project. Then after your first project, you get to work with other teams, you get to work with other people. So it's not a capstone project, it's not a simulation. You're not doing all of that because that's just going to basically mean that, oh, you're stick back to your theoretical learning. So you're going to be working hands-on, you're going to be working with other people, just so that you get a feel of what it is like to work in a real office space, to get that real UK work experience that you're looking for.
Okay.
Yes. So hi, um I have a question in the chat. Then after this question, we can call it a night. Duration and learning time. So Patrick, the internship is for 4 months, and you have two two drop-in sessions every week. The date and the time is chosen by you and your team members, and and you also have to commit to 1 hour every day for you to you have to commit to 1 hour every day for you to at least meet up with your project, and you don't have to draw your team backwards. Hi, Chidubem. Is that Chidubem? Yes, Chidubem.
Yeah, sorry, I've been listening. I don't know if I wanted to ask my question last, but I guess that's the thing. I would like to ask before we close. I want to confirm. Are the projects that Amdari, the hands-on project that are going to be providing to us, are they real life projects or are they synthetically generated? I just need to be very sure of this because I would like to hold you
Did you
guys
join us from the
accountable.
beginning of the session?
I joined, but I joined midway. I think just during Blessing's presentation. So
Okay.
I know I'm asking this question as the last question possibly. So I just wanted to be specific on that. Are there real life projects or are they synthetically generated projects?
So they are real life projects, Chidubem. You're
Okay.
working on real, we have business, we have project partners, people that we are partnered with, working on their business problems and all of that. So yes, you're working on real life projects.
More like saying, just as Blessing has worked on a real life project now, if I am to join the next cohort, for example, I am not expected to work on that same project again. I'm supposed to work on something brand new, right?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that, Chidubem. So do we have any questions before we call it a night? Do you have any questions? So I've dropped the payment link again in case you want to take advantage of the early bird discount, just like I mentioned. So you can just secure your spots and then join us in March on March 7th. That's 2 Saturdays away from now, I think. Yeah, upper Saturday. So yes, so in the absence of any other question, I would say thank you very much, everybody that is still on this call, for staying with me till the end of this session. So thank you guys and have a good night. Thank you, Awa.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Emmanuel.
Yeah. Sorry. I wanted to say something. I'm chatting. One of your colleague, the phone number ends with 14. I wanted to make a payment, but she's not responding.
All right. So I will drop my number here again. So you can just send me a message. You can just send me a message on WhatsApp and pick it up from there. Is that fine?
Oh, I'm coming.
Have you seen have you seen um have you seen my number?
Yes, I think I've seen the number.
Okay. So you can just send me a message, and this is also the link also to make payments.
Because the problem is that I remember I saw the link what's the name in Instagram, and then I did the registration, but I didn't make the payment. So I wanted to find out that do I have I used a different email that you guys have in the system. So am I supposed to do the registration again, or I
You
can
can
just
just continue. You can actually continue since you already registered on the website,
Okay, so
right?
sorry.
You registered on the website, right?
yeah, it was yes on the website. I think that I had the what's the name the link on Instagram. So I don't know whether it's correct or not. Now we have a lot of
Okay, so you can just copy this particular link I just dropped.
yeah. I've sent
And
you a
just copy
hi.
it. Okay. I'll follow up with you then from WhatsApp.
So in essence, we don't need human intervention to pay, right?
No, you don't. You can just use this link. You might need to set up your accounts first and then you make payments. So no, you don't need anybody to make payments.
Oh, okay, then no problem.
So am I seeing you in the program, Chidubem?
I hope so. I will decide this night.
All right. All right. I look forward to seeing you. All right. So good night, everybody. Good night.